Hey guys, during this video I'll talk about my recommended nootropics to take before an exam. And this is working under the assumption that you are not sleep deprived. This is working under the assumption that you're completely fresh, not like burned out, not like fatigued or anything. So we'll work under that assumption. One second. I tried a number of things. 8 or 9 years ago when I started nootropics, some of the most popular nootropics were huperzine A and vinpocetine. So I remember taking those and experimenting with them with caffeine prior to exam. They did absolutely nothing, and I don't even remember experiencing like the placebo effect and thinking they were doing something. I've been told, I mean, people could be wrong, but I've been told that I'm very good at identifying what kind of nootropics do what when something is ineffective and so on. And huperzine A and vinpocetine were pretty much useless. Huperzine A like slightly more effective, but either way it's negligible. So those didn't do too much for me. I would not recommend caffeine prior to taking an exam or a test. That may really catch a lot of you off guard. But the reason why is there's a lot of evidence showing that caffeine can actually reduce blood flow to the brain. It's found that when it comes to sophisticated things, complex concepts, caffeine will not increase your performance. Caffeine is more so just better for conveyor belt type of stuff, right? Stuff very routine, stuff you're used to doing. It'll help you do it faster and with more accuracy. Although that again is working under the assumption that you are not sleep deprived. If you're sleep deprived, no, then caffeine will help you. But I would not recommend it taking it before your exam. I would recommend a lot of the lighter nootropics like the racetams. They're perfect. They're not strong enough to really do anything bad. They'll all help you with word recall, just complex problems and stuff. So paracetam, oxiracetam, and racetam with the choline source. Like my favorite is alpha GPC. That stuff's great. The only time when I would use caffeine, and I've done this before, is at the very end of an exam or something, if I have some questions left that I really don't know the answer to, it's like, there's nothing to lose. Why not? And I remember doing this for finance. Like, I would have some questions just at the end. I had no idea what the answer was. Like, why not just pop a caffeine tab? And I had like a 200 milligram capsule I would just keep on the side, right? For the very end. Adaptogens really wouldn't do much. Adaptogens, that whole category of nootropics that help fight off stress, like rhodiola, bacopa, and so forth, really wouldn't do much. Lion's mane wouldn't be too helpful. I would just stick to the racetams, honestly. Racetams, creatine may even help you just a little bit. It's found that it actually does help you with glucose uptake and stuff in the brain. Take some healthy fats before your exam. You really want to keep your like blood sugar and your insulin levels at bay. You don't want to have like a crash or anything. So get a good meal in, like a fibrous meal, some slow digesting carbs like oatmeal. And the fats I'd recommend are just a mix of saturated fats, polyunsaturated fats, and monounsaturated fats. So I like Brazil nuts a lot right now. Egg yolks, great. They have the choline source in themselves. And chicken, which is full of like L-tyrosine, which is an amino acid that really helps with concentration. So egg whites and chicken breasts. And sleep is really the most important thing. If you can get a good workout out, I'd say do some cardio. There's a lot of evidence showing that cardio specifically, not weight training, will help you with your memory and just solving complex problems. I hope that was helpful, guys. Again, sorry to burst your bubble, but there's really nothing that I'd recommend is like that important to take during your exam. What's more important is the nootropic stack you take like the week before your exam, when you're cramming, when you're studying, when you're learning everything. That's the time when your nootropic stack would really be important. But now is the time where you just need to recall things and kind of be in the right state. And if there's any nootropic that you feel like I haven't covered that you wonder, okay, would this be helpful, then just let me know, comment below. But again, as I said, like, stick to the racetam, stick to a good choline source. Just know how caffeine affects you, and then you can choose whether or not to have it. And otherwise, as far as like mood's concerned, if you're in like a depression or a mood, then that would be different altogether. Like there would be different nootropics you could take for that. For example, like lion's mane really helps a lot of people with mood, and I've talked about that before. You know, and stuff like C-Max. So hope that was helpful, guys. Look forward to seeing you in the next video.